全員殺してしまおうか。歌姫のところにいたやつの。
Hello and welcome, Morioh citizens. Today we will be covering Jujutsu Kaisen, a spoiler-free review, which recently aired its last episode.
Yes, the season finale of Jujutsu Kaisen aired today, as of recording right now.
To start off, we're going to begin with the animation. Now, AK.
Oh my god, the animation is so, descriptive.
Beautiful.
It's so detailed. I love it.
No,
I think it's better than Demon Slayer.
The only anime I can really compare it to is really Demon Slayer. They're on par for me. It just looks so beautiful with all the animations, the effects and the lighting, especially the intro and the first few episodes.
Of course, and the fight scene just make it 100% better.
Let me tell you, audience. The choreography in this is unlike anything I've ever seen.
Damn.
The hand-to-hand, the abilities.
Never
it flows so well.
It's so beautiful. It's such a beautifully made animated show.
Definitely. You see how this show, they really, truth be told, I think they put more attention into this show than they did on Attack on Titan season 4.
Yeah, they have the same studio, Mappa.
Mm-hmm. You see where the budget went. Let's just say that. But at points you can see
oh my god,
how their facial expressions perfectly show what they're feeling. You can see even at times the sweat
and when it shows the power system and the aura around them, that's just so colorful and I love it.
Yeah, it helps differentiate each person from each other with different colors and stuff. A lot like Gojo does with stand auras.
And sometimes the animations changes for comedic effect and it's still good.
yeah. The budget doesn't go away in these comedic scenes. It carries through the entire thing. Of course, the first and last episodes are gonna have better animation as with every anime. But you see this constant standard of quality throughout the entire 24 episodes that there are.
Even if you take a look at the intro and the outros, it's just oh my god. The outro, the first outro for Jujutsu Kaisen I really loved, Lost in Paradise. It's a different animation style and it's pretty cool. Second outro, it's the same. It's not the same animation style as last. It's not like Lost in Paradise. It's just.
It's a lot more peaceful and a lot more serene almost.
But moving on, we got characters. Now the characters in the show,
their backstories are rich and full. Even the minor characters, there's a certain arc where it introduces new characters. You don't get tired of those characters. Even those characters are entertaining to you because you see their struggles and everything.
Right. It pulls off that introducing multiple characters at once really, really well. Notice that where they would introduce 3 more, and then another 3, and it all flows really well. It works. And not to mention the characters, a lot of them are atypical. That of course we have to mention Gojo in this video.
Gojo! Satoru Gojo! Or Gojo Satoru is the best. He is the best character in Jujutsu, in my opinion. When you first see him, you think he's all serious and stuff, but nah, man. He's the comedy. No. He's the comedic aspect of the show.
Exactly.
I love him.
What I really like about him is that he's the mentor character, but he's not the typical mentor character who's old and wise. He's 28. And he's
Kakashi.
He's comedic.
Think like Kakashi, except he's not Kakashi, and he's way cooler. No offense to Naruto. He's way cooler, and he's more funnier.
Yeah.
Except, of course, he can get serious at times, Gojo. But he isn't the main character,
Mm-hmm. And speaking of the main character, Itadori Yuji, I gotta admit, he has that shonen protagonist kind of disease where he's friendship and
but
all that.
I feel there's a difference between him and the other shonen protagonists, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
He is a unique one.
This uniqueness, it travels through every character, be it Megumi, be it Yuji, be it Gojo.
Exactly.
Even down to Panda Senpai.
Yes, there's a little panda.
Yes, indeed, there is a character who is a panda.
But yes, Itadori Yuji is motivated mostly in the first half about an event that happens in the first episode, which is part of his backstory.
Yeah, and as the story goes on, like, he finds more and more reasons to become motivated, which, like, I really appreciate. Like, it isn't just static.
What I love
like, it isn't just
is,
because
like,
of one event.
you know how in shonens, they, make the protagonist OP? Considering the other characters, Itadori isn't really that much powerful. And I like that.
Yeah, like, he grows, which I like.
He grows. He doesn't, like, all of a sudden become Super Saiyan Goku.
Speaking of growth, like, I think it's time we cover the plot. Now, towards the start of it, like, I will admit, I was, like, kind of confused on, like, how exactly, like, the system worked.
I really didn't know what was happening, to be honest. The power system kind of confused me, and, like, what they were trying to achieve kind of confused me.
And there were points in the story where, like, it dragged at moments, like, for me personally.
Exactly. Yeah. But as you go on, it's like, the plot, it's episodic and main story at the same time.
It does, like, a good job of, like, blending, like, both aspects, where it's, like, it's linear storytelling, because there's, like, an overarching plot, but at the same time, you get, like, cool fights every episode.
Exactly.
Like,
the fights are amazing. I haven't seen much amazing fights in anime. This one they are so entertaining. The fights.
And the best part about it is that the fights, like, to me personally, like, the fights didn't feel, like, forced. Like, it didn't feel like the plot or, like, demanded it. Like, it felt very natural the way the fights came into fruition.
The plot basically is just them against a group of villains that they have to defeat based on their power system.
The plot, from my perspective, it was definitely good. It was, like, above average because it was something wholly unique that I hadn't seen before.
It was unique. The villains were also unique. The villains, yes. The villains even have their own character. Regarding the plot, it's just basically them going on different cases, discovering the villains they have to defeat, like the minor villains.
Yeah. Like, it's got this, like, mystery aspect to it, which I really enjoy. For the overall rating, what would you rate the animation, okay?
The animation... Shit, man, that's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Right here. Same here.
10 out of 10
now
for
me.
me. Characters. 8.5 out of 10. And plot?
For the plot, I actually put 8 out of 10.
Yep, I agree.
So overall, it averages out to 8.8.
But it's actually
a 9.
practically a 9.
Yeah. So, that's our final grade. 9 out of 10 for Jujutsu Kaisen.
Well, that about wraps it up.
We'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.